Saurabh will be also taking session on Apex part after 9, from 9 to 9:30. So like he will be also giving idea, like if you have any kind of doubts how to initiate, Saurabh will be telling all that. Okay, okay. Tamuka has done 11G. That is also fine. Okay. I hope. Okay, fine. So we have like many people has installed, and I guess like few people has uh, not installed also, because I am not getting the ping from them. Okay, guys. So I understand that few people has installed, a few people have installed, and few people have not installed. So I want to understand that whether you faced any problem in installation or any other thing where we can help you out. Can you ping actively so that we also get interest in interaction? So okay, so I'm not seeing any response, like what kind of trouble you got. So I expect that. Okay, okay. Well, actually, you Surendra is saying he did not receive any document. So you are added in the group, WhatsApp group, because I think in WhatsApp group it was a document was shared, right, Saurabh?
Yes, I have shared in WhatsApp group actually. So
Yeah.
I am
So
not sure Surendra is there or not.
oh, I hope that Surendra joined afterwards. Looks like after sharing your document. Looks like, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep,
So,
I will check and I'll come back.
that's fine. That's completely fine, Surendra. We will share the document again, so you will get the link from there and you can install it. The
Yeah.
only purpose is that you should be ready with your platform, so that when we go ahead, like you should not face problem with the platform and all, because you will be left behind if you don't have application and we start going ahead. That's
Yeah.
our purpose, that everybody should be on the same page. Okay, Bhanu Teja is saying not received the document.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Bhanu Teja, you are there in the group, in the WhatsApp group?
Surendra, you are also there in WhatsApp group, right?
Actually, I have a group in future developments. One group is there.
That is the only
There
group
I'm.
we have.
Okay. So,
Okay, okay, no problem.
Alok, I'll do one thing. Maybe I'll share this document to all the people who are there in the future group as well as in the WhatsApp group. So I'll be sharing
That
this.
that that would be
Yeah,
that would
because
be fine. Yeah, that would be
I think a lot of people are there who are not in our WhatsApp group. So I'll share again with those people in their email address.
fine. Not there in WhatsApp group can raise their numbers. Okay, and in the chat also, so that we can add them up in the WhatsApp group, so that they are updated with all current information which we share there. Okay, guys, so that's fine. I guess like a lot of chat has happened. Okay, so let's go ahead and start our begin our session. Okay, so fine. So I hope by tomorrow's class I'll be finding you guys with the Oracle database installed in your system. Or in case of any kind of issues, you can ping on the application. So sort of also share the application link again, so that the new users get that application link. And you guys can ping there if you are facing any problem in installation of Oracle database, or with the SQL developer or Apex, which Saurabh will be telling you anyway after 9 o'clock. Okay, guys. So let's begin. So what I'm saying is Oracle database, like today, like prior.
Sorry to interrupt. Actually,
Okay, okay.
these four softwares will be required to. or any tool here.
Guys, other than the people who are speaking in the forum, can they mute? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, myself Surendra actually.
Yeah, Suren,
So
please go
these
ahead.
4 softwares will be required, or any 2 we can manage?
Basically, see, if you need Apex, you can have Apex also. Okay. Otherwise, if you don't
Okay.
need Apex, in that case, like database is required, developer would be required, and Notepad if you keep it is good. Okay. So these things are, but two
Yeah.
things are most important, which is Oracle database and SQL developer, because SQL developer will be connected to database itself. Database we will be installing on that, we will be creating a schema and we will start working on that part, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So those
Okay.
people who need Apex, they need to install Apex also. Okay, so regarding that guideline you will be receiving from Saurav.
Yeah, just now I received in WhatsApp.
Hey, boss.
Yeah. Okay
Thank you.
guys, so welcome Suren. So guys, so we by guys, mute yourself. So we I hope that by next session we will be finding out you guys with Oracle database installed in your system, so that like it would be quite easier for you to go ahead with whatever I'm telling you. Otherwise, like it would be very tough for you to practice whatever I will be telling you, right? So that would be useless if you don't practice, because this is technical stuff, right? Theoretical knowledge will not work out. You have to put your hands on the keyboard so that you learn, and so that like when time requires, you are able to reply or you can build a query. Fine. So Oracle database
Saurabh,
today, like even somebody, yeah, Rajkumar.
yeah, Saurabh. Yeah, actually, we have some virtual box, Oracle virtual box, right? So in that already predefined, we already have an installed SQL developer and Apex, and also we have WebLogic like that. We already pre-built, but it will be in
Okay.
7 GB if you install. So if you install it, so it will be automatically it will come up with all the softwares which we required for the Apex. So as per my knowledge, so but it will open. I think you are aware of VMware, right? So the
Yes, yes.
VMware, so it will be useful. Suppose example, I try to install Apex multiple times, it will be failing because of the differential between the database version and Apex version. So it's causing multiple
Yeah.
issues. So I think
Okay.
if we suggest that one, that is a better way. So it won't cause any issues. It will be automatically open in system
No, I
by
would
using
suggest
the
that if you
VMware.
have, see, or yeah, I would suggest Rajkumar, if you have already database installed on VMware, then you can use the same one. I mean, the one, yeah, the one like for the development and all you are using, those schema also you can use. Why I'm saying to install and all, because you will be knowing from the scratch, like how to install.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you know
yeah.
that, that is
Okay.
well and good. If you know that, that is okay.
Yeah, right,
And
right.
like after database is installed, important thing is how to create the schema, right? How do you create the schema? Because schema is the
Yeah,
place where you work actually. You will be getting, wherever you go, they will provide you username and password. That is actually a schema name and the password of that schema. So when you connect to
yeah.
that, you start working on that, right? So because of that, but in case if you have and you have knowledge, it's okay, no problem at all. You don't need to install. You can work on that database, because that will serve your purpose.
Yeah, yeah, yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's okay, Rajkumar. So yeah, so SQL developer is the link is also provided for SQL developer. So we have to, what we need to do is we have to connect our database to SQL developer. So what I did is, I was also having 11th Express edition. Today I updated my database and I installed 18C. Okay. So after 18C was installed, this you can see, I in command prompt what I did, I connected. See, basically there is two users available. See, these are DBA information you would not require when you are working as a PLSQL developer in any institution, but these are the basic information which you should be knowing, so that like in case if you are getting environment or some kind of issue, you are able to fix that, or you are able to go ahead with that. Right. So these are just basic information which I have provided. After installation, what you need to do to set you up your system. Okay. So after that, what you need to do is I'll just close this and I'll connect it again. Okay, so I'm opening it, a new command prompt. Okay, so what you need to do is you have to write SQL plus. Then
Alok,
it will
we
ask you
can.
the username. This
Alok, I
is the
think
use.
Hello.
Yeah, Saurabh, please tell.
Alok, I think we should show him first from where they can download the stuff. Actually, I think many of the people have not. They are not familiar with the environment. Let's show them from where they can download this stuff.
Fine. So I downloaded. One second. Let me. I might have closed the link.
Let's go to the
Let me
document.
open again. Document. Yeah, document. We can see. Where is the document? Yes. Fine. Oh, document I was already downloaded. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So we should have support access, right, for downloading that SQL Developer and Oracle 11g.
No. See, you have to create your username and password there. Okay. So I was already having, as I worked for Oracle in the past. So that time also, like I was using this, so I was having username password. Though you can create username password like your Gmail email address as your username and password whatever you want to create. Okay. So right now, see, I'm clicking on this. This is for 18C. So it brought me on the place where I can download my database. So what I did is, see, depending on your, I have installed on Windows. People, how many people have Linux OS operating system, or how many people have Windows? Like most of the people I expect are having Windows, right? Okay, I expect that like everybody is having chat. Somebody ping. Okay. Yes, okay. Fine. So I expect that everybody is having Windows 64 bit. Okay, so for that, like you can download from here Oracle Oracle database 18C Express Edition, right? Oracle database 18C Express Edition. When you click on that, let's see. Okay, you must. So I reviewed and accept the Oracle license agreement. Then I have to do download. Okay, so it will start downloading for me because I have already logged in. Let me see if it asks me login again. Yeah, it is asking me to log in again. Okay, so this will take you to this page, Oracle page. Okay, so here you have to provide username and password. If you have already created username and password. Yeah, guys. You wanna raise any question? Deepak, can you mute yourself if you are not raising any question? Okay, Deepak is muted. Fine. So username and password, you will have to provide username password. If you don't have, you have to create account. Okay, I had already, so I given my email address, whatever email address I had, and then password and sign in. When I do, it starts automatically downloads Oracle database. So create account. If I go long back, I had created the account. So looks like internet is not very fast. Okay, fine. So email address. See, these are the mandatory field with the strict on the top. Okay, so you have to provide your email address over here, right? And then password you have to provide. Password you can provide whatever you want, and then retype the same password, whatever you are providing in the password field. Then country accordingly, like whoever belongs to out of India, they can select out of India whatever it is required. And Indians, like most of us are from India, so we can select it India. Name you can provide, job title you can provide, work phone. Now it is saying mandatory, but I would suggest that you give your personal number instead. Company name, you can provide whatever company you're working, or whatever XYZ also if you provide, I think it should take, because it is not going to go to authenticate that whether you are working for that company or not. Address, you can provide whatever you want, city, state, and the postal, create account. That's it. So once that is done, that time when you after this, like, go back to the link again and click there, it will take you to the login page, and then you provide that credential what you have provided over here. I would suggest that give some easy password so that you don't forget. Otherwise, again, you will have to come back and reset everything, because we have faced those kind of stuff a lot of times. Okay, so try to give as simple as possible, because nobody is gonna hack you, right? Most probably. So that is what. So you just create your login, and then you just log in. It will download the database. I can show you database which got downloaded in my machine. Okay. Where is that download? Yeah. Okay. Softwares. And this was the downloaded, where is zip file? Yeah, this is the zip file. This is approximately 2 GB. Okay, so this is gonna take your 2 GB in your machine. So you should be seeing that also, that you should be having 2 GB to install this, right? So once this zip file is downloaded, you have to bring, as I am bringing it to D drive, but you can keep it as you have as for your space available in your system. So there you can paste it, and you can just unzip it. When you unzip it, you go inside and just find out setup file, click and go. It will ask for that licensing, everything, whatever. Yes, 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 you have to provide, and it is pretty easy to install. It will ask you, but the only thing is that it will be taking some time. So allow it to take that time and get it done. Okay, so it will take not more than 30 minutes. Do this installation. This is for the people who have not done installation. People who are having already installed database, that is enough for our purpose. Okay, for anything new advanced thing, that time we will think after doing all, our training part. When we are doing the advanced classes, that time we will see that whether we require 18C or 12C for the new commands which have come up with the versions. Okay, so this is the process through which, like, you can install the database. Once database is installed, this is installed. Once it is done, 100% done, finish it, then you reach to command prompt, to what I was telling earlier. Okay, so guys, till here, anybody has any question? Though we have not done anything really significant, but yeah, any doubt you have?
Yeah, look, this is Karthikeyan here. I'm having
Yeah,
a doubt. I have already installed the database standard edition. Okay, I need to
standard
install
edition.
I need to
Okay.
install the Oracle Apex. I don't know whether the Express edition will support. Here you show me the video like Oracle 18C Apex Express
Yeah,
edition. You have
Express
tried to
edition.
install.
I guess I have doubt on that part, because I'm not sure the standard edition will be able to support in Apex thing. Can you, Saurabh, can you clarify this doubt of Karthikeyan?
Sure. So Karthikeyan and Alok, let's focus on database first. We will talk
Okay.
about Apex later. Let's finish this whole stuff of installation of database and Oracle SQL developer. Let's not raise our question about Apex. I'll talk about Apex later once this thing will get finished. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Sure. So.
Yeah, anyway, we are gonna have a session at 9 o'clock, Karthikeyan. So you can raise, and Saurabh will be replying and helping you out anyway on that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So now, see, now database has been installed. I assume that you guys understood like how to install the database in your system, right? Once it is installed, open your command prompt. Okay, you can write down the steps if you want. Okay, so that you should not forget. Now there is one thing I will tell you. When you install Oracle database, that time it will be asking in one of the step, it will be asking the password it will be asking. That time password and type password again, like that, two fields will be showing up. So in that you have to provide some easier password. Okay, I'm not saying it's your choice, you can provide, but later on what will happen, you forget password, and again you will have to reset, alter, all that stuff will come up in the picture. Though I'll tell you, in case like if you are locking up your accounts, I can also unlock that, but I would suggest that see give only Oracle, something like easier, like Oracle, ORACLE in small letters, so that anytime like you wanna connect that data, I mean that user, it would be quite easier. So basically that is the password which while installation, if it is asking, that password is for the system user. System is the, you can understand the, most important user of Oracle database is system. It will be able to do anything in the Oracle database, right? It can drop any user, do anything to that user. So anytime like you will have to connect to that system, and then any schema you want to do, you have to do using that system itself, system user itself. So when you are providing the password while installation of Oracle database, that time the password which you are giving is actually for this system user. Okay, it will not ask that this password is for system or some detail, it will not be given, but you have to understand yourself that it is for system, right? So now I am giving system, and so when first what you have to do, you have to write SQL plus to connect in the, to create the schema. What you have to do, first you have to open this command prompt. And guys, my am I audible properly, or my sound is proper, or is it breaking or something? So last time I heard from some of the users, some of the trainees, you tell me that you are able to hear me properly, or you can, in the chat you can write something.
Yes, we are able to hear.
Great, yeah, that gives me a relief. Okay, so now user is system. Okay, I have provided system. Now it will ask for the password, which I provided while installation of the Oracle database. Same thing I'll provide over here. Always be careful about the case, because case is also important here. Till here it is important. Okay, so I had given Oracle, so I gave password as Oracle. Though it will not be showing up, do not think that your whatever you are typing, it is not taking that. Okay, don't get confused with that. It is taking, but it will not display you. Fine. Now I have already created a user. I'll try to create another user again. Okay. So one thing I'll tell you guys, 12C onward, like you cannot create user like in 11D, we were able to create the user with a no. I'll show you that with a script like this. Create user. Say I am gonna create test one. Okay. Identified by test one. So it is not, it is throwing an error. Okay, so with this script we are able to create the user in the 11G Express edition, but 12C onward, like we have to provide a script to allow whatever script we are giving over here. Okay, so that is a separate script which we need to run. So alter session set Oracle script is equal to true. This will allow our script. Okay, this I'll share with you guys so that you don't get confused. Okay, so session altered. Now I'm gonna use, see, one thing I'll tell you guys, if you want to use the script which has been already used, okay, for that you need not to type it again. You have to use up arrow and the up arrow. Using that you can get the those script which has been already used while after opening this command prompt. Okay, so now using that up arrow, I have got my script, same script, create user test1 identified by test1. Now user has been created. Fine. Now we have to grant a role. I'm giving a DBA role to test one. Grant succeeded. Connect test one slash, what was the password? See here, create user test one identified by test one. Okay. Identified by test one is the password actually. Okay, always remember that when we are creating the user test one, identified by something is given, that is your password. So I am giving that same password. So it is now connecting. So that shows that we have created a schema. Okay. So now what I want to say is we have one database can have multiple schemas. Okay, and why do we create a schema? Because we want to segregate our object in our particular schema. We don't want to get for a moment like you have two different businesses, right? For which like you are working on. For one is like two banks are there. Say one is HDFC, another is SBI, right? So HDFC can contain customer table. The database. Looks like I'm going a little faster, but I'm telling you, see, database basically have the one basic thing. Okay, one basic and important thing, which is called table. Okay, so table contains that information, useful information. Okay, so if we are supporting for one business and there is another business also coming up, we should be able to identify what object belongs to business one and what object belongs to business two. For that, like we have to create separate schema for both the businesses, so that like we are able to find out what belongs to what, which table belongs to which table, right? That is getting used when we are going to an apartment, right? A apartment can have multiple flats and every flat is having their own locks and keys, right? Like a user one is there and user two is there. The user one has their own TV, user one has on phrase, like that user two will have on TV and phrase. So if they are all together for a moment, like all like user one and two in the same, consider that user one and two are in the same flat, right? Now there will be a problem, right? There will be a problem like which TV belongs to whom, which fridge, and somebody using, like somebody accessing your objects. Then there is a problem because there are very sensitive data, right? So for that region, we create separate schema for separate businesses, and that is how like we segregate our objects. Okay. Now we are seeing that our schema has been created. Now we will go to SQL Developer and we'll try to connect it. So now when you open SQL Developer, why this scratch thing is coming up? Something I don't know how it can. Okay, no problem at all. Anyway, it is not gonna give us any trouble. So now we have come to SQL Developer. So till now, like I would like to hear you from you guys that till now it is okay, right? If you are able to get that what we are doing right now, or any kind of doubts you have. Okay, so I'm not hearing from guys, so I expect that everybody is getting whatever I'm telling here. Okay, so now we came to SQL Developer. SQL Developer, you will have to, again, I'll go to that document where it went. What? Okay, fine. So now, again, SQL Developer. Again, we have another link, SQL Developer. Let's click over here. Yeah, so try to, now this is the Windows 64-bit with JDK 8 included. Download this one. Okay, so download this SQL Developer in your system, and then we have to open it by clicking on that. Okay, so once you are downloaded, you have to click on the setup, and then it will open this interface. Okay, this would be the page which will get open first. Now, once this open, you will have to see the something written connection over here. Now it is, what is this connection? This is the connection which will be helping you to join with the database which you have installed. Okay, so see, for a moment you can also work on that database which you have installed using SQL command window. There is something called SQL command window through which you can reach there, but there you cannot be having, you will not have full-fledged access of doing writing a multi-line script and all, and it is tough to work over there. So we have a lot of interfaces available in the market, such as SQL Developer, Toad, PL/SQL Developer, Apex. Through these interfaces, what you are gonna do, you are gonna access your database server which is installed in your system, right? So these are the medium through which you are gonna work on that database which you have installed in your system. Now we have created the schema. Now we have to connect that schema to our SQL Developer. How do we do that? We have to click on this plus sign. Okay, so connection name, you can provide anything as connection name. I am providing the test one which I have created. Username will be the schema name. See, there is a very important question which is being asked to the freshers or people with the experience of 1 year or 2 year. What is the difference between user and schema? In the interview they will ask what is the difference between user and schema. So that is a trap question. They are trying to trap you by asking this question. They want to understand whether you know the difference between user and schema. So basically user and schema are same thing, because when schema you are going to create, what command you have used? Create username. So schema and user, if they ask you what is the difference between user and schema, you say that both the things are same, because for the schema we use create username, like that you can say, right? Identified by password. So now I'm going to connect this test one, which is the schema name which I have created in command prompt. Now password. What was the password? Test one. I don't want to enter these password